Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I'm back in the news chair. So that means I've got some news, two very exciting topics, two big topics surrounding Hull City. So let's crack right into it. First of all, first big bit of news. It's been released within like the last hour or so. That is Hull City's last pre-season friendly is not what we thought. It is going to be against the French 8-time league winners, Nantes. Yes, at home at the MKM Stadium, a big team coming to Hull to play the massive Hull, as it seems like we're getting everything off the back of this Galatasaray win from a couple of days ago. So I've got a bit of ticket information and then also a little bit of information surrounding the match, which will take place on the 29th of July. Okay, 3 p.m. kickoff because it is a Saturday, and that will be our final pre-season fixture before we crack into playing Norwich on the first day of the season. Kind of weird that we are playing two teams that play in that sort of green and yellow, same colour scheme, and they're both nicknamed the Canaries back to back. It's a little bit suspicious in my opinion, but I'm going to let it fly, So, ticketing information. It's your standard ticketing information from Hull City, because we are not Sheffield Wednesday. If you've seen their membership prices, God, baby, you're going to need to get a second mortgage out to just attend one season of that crap football over in Sheffield. 50 quid, I think it is, per month. Oh! Oh, no. But over at Hull City, we are, for this friendly against a top French side, it's £1 for 2 to 10 years olds, £5 for 11 to 15s and 16 to 22 year olds, as well as 65 pluses. And then adults, which are not in the age brackets that I've mentioned, they pay £10. So that is incredible. Brilliant prices, as always, from Hull City. Against a big club. It's going to be our final pre-season friendly. It's nice to get a big club like that coming to the MKM Stadium rather than having to play them either at their ground or a neutral ground in a different country as part of one of these tours. It is quite nice to see that as well. I don't think that we have played Nantes in the past. I may be mistaken on that, but certainly not in recent memories. You may be digging back the old archives to get to it, but yes. A little bit of academy news. We've signed another academy lad going our under-21 side. Raj Palit. I probably have butchered his name. I am very, very sorry. He did come and play a trial game for the academy, bagging a goal as well, which is brilliant for the midfielder. So he comes and joins into the under-21 side as a permanent fixture. So we'll see if he can push on and make himself that bit better. So a bit of departure news. This is not clarified yet, but it will probably get clarified in the near future. It's one that we've seen coming pretty much since the mid of last season, and that's Tobias Figueiredo is set to leave Hull City. He has left the training camp in Istanbul, heading to Brazil to complete a move to one of the teams in Brazil. So it is one that we have seen coming for a while. It's pretty much been since that Swansea game. I believe we had Shotter still in charge at that time. And it was basically his fault why we lost. I think it was 2 or 3-0. He was the main factor of all them goals. Just hasn't worked out. I mean, we picked him up on a free transfer, remember? So we've not really lost anything. If anything, we'll probably gain something if we do get a transfer fee from this Brazilian side that he is going to. But he has left the training camp. He wasn't playing in the Galatasaray game. I did suspect that possibly that means that he's either still injured or looking to move away. So he didn't play in that game. Adama Traore didn't play in that game, but that's due to a little bit of a calf ailment. But that will soon be sorted, reports say. So you do not need to worry. Adama Traore is not going anywhere. But Tobias Figueiredo is, and probably for the best for both parties. He's not going to get any game time at the club, and we're going to move on from him. We don't really need him. He wasn't a fixture of last season under Liam Rosenior. And we're already looking into replacements for him in that centre-back role, especially a commanding centre-back role. Liam Rosenior has announced. Now, it's the big news. It's the big news. The news of the day, and that is Hull City are set to sign Aaron Connolly back on loan. Getting Aaron Connolly to come back to the key side in Yorkshire. The key Hull City. Yes, we're going to get Aaron Connolly back. He played the last half of the season at Hull on loan from Brighton. It was a deal that was made in heaven, scoring 2 goals on his birthday. So that's 2 goals out of 6 appearances. That is still good, remember, for a player like Aaron Connolly, who I think he assisted a few in his time at the club, picking up an injury which meant that his season was cut short at the East Yorkshire capital, Hull City. So it is going to be a big deal, this, to have him for a full season, just depthening that striker attacking prowess that we will have. We're picking up names. We've got Oscar and Tete. We picked up Delap, and now we're picking up Connolly again. 2 loanees, 2 signed signatures, ones, 4 strikers that have got business to deal with in this championship. Not Champions League. That's coming in a few years. Championship fixtures. So it's 4 key players there that will be a key part of our attack. So I'm very, very excited about this news. I think it is the best for Hull City, the best for Aaron Connolly. And probably at the end of the day, best for Brighton. They have got a lot of young talent coming through them. As you probably will know if you've seen any of their games last season, you're probably thinking, who is that on the pitch for Brighton? And why is he so effing good? So, Brighton are sending Aaron Connolly to us on a season-long loan, most likely deal to be done in the next coming days, possibly even before our fixture on Sunday. He will not join them, though, in Istanbul. He'll probably wait it out for them to return back to the training camp in Cottingham ahead of our domestic pre-season fixtures, and obviously the one against Nantes, which is the key one, before we then turn our attention to the league against Norwich City. Yeah, so that is all of the news I've got for you today. It's a little bit of a shorter video compared to the last few videos, but that is because there's been 2 big topics, 2 humongous topics, which I needed to get into, and those have been dealt. I hope that you're excited as I am. I'm almost buzzing off the news chair, happy to be a Hull City chappy. Come on, you all. Right, so I'll see you in the video tomorrow, where I'll be predicting and also giving you a little bit of extra information heading into our pre-season friendly against Hatayspor in our last one at Turkey's Corendon Summer Tour for Hull City, before we return back to England, back to the domestic friendlies, and back to the key side in Yorkshire. I'll see you over there. Like and subscribe.